I love the hustle, man.
Monty McNair is the guy who I feel like is going to be our X factor in this offseason. Mike Brown can only do so much. Mike Brown can only do so much, but Monty McNair, you have to be the one to put this roster together. So next I'm going to ask you, do the Sacramento Kings need to make a trade in order to get better? And if so, what type of players do you think would fit on this current roster? Along with Sabonis, along with Fox, and also let's talk about Malik Monk, re-signing him. I think that's a priority now. But let's just talk about it. Trades, roster moves. What's your thoughts?
Well, like we said earlier, and like we said, at the beginning of our podcast a couple episodes ago, when we talked about it at the very beginning of the season, the Kings definitely do need to go ahead and make some moves. Mm-hmm. You cannot stay put with this roster, or you can't do just the bare minimum of getting a couple of players here and there. No. It just won't work. Mm-mm. So whatever you got to go ahead and do to possibly Kevin Huerter's contract. I mean, even Davion Mitchell, for that matter. You're going to have to figure out how to get creative with what you have as far as from a salary cap standpoint. Mm-hmm. Where can we go ahead and get better players at, with these trades possibly. Mm-hmm. I do feel like Harrison Barnes can be traded. I don't know what his trade value is right now on the market.
Well, he's definitely they're saying he's on the market right now. He's on the trade block.
Well, yeah, he should have been on the market. He should have been on the market 2 years ago. I felt like, he should be on the trade block, to be honest with you. They should have unloaded him
and it's crazy.
At the trade deadline, he should have been gone.
And it's crazy. The same thing I've been saying is what I've been hearing. They're saying a Huerter, Barnes draft pick package, and that's what I've been saying. Like, package those three assets up, draft picks, Huerter and Barnes, and you can get. Who knows? Maybe you can get a Brandon Ingram. Maybe you can get a Paul George. Maybe you can get even a Zach LaVine, somebody who could score, be that other guy, along with Keegan, Fox, Sabonis. And if you re-sign Monk, now you're looking back. You're back in the mix. Now you're looking like that number 3 seed again. You looking at, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And then you win that first round. Okay, now you in the second round. Now you're playing around with championship type caliber runs. You know what I'm saying, in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then this allows other players that want to go ahead and come play for your organization. Okay, Sacramento's a smaller market for sure, but
if you want to win,
what they're building over there.
Yeah.
Right, we're seeing what you're building over there. We're seeing you guys are building a contender. You guys are actually winning now, and you guys are just like one piece or two pieces away from actually, either qualifying or for actually winning it all. Well, and at this point, I mean, for me, I don't know what draft pick the Kings have right now.
I believe 13th.
13? Yeah,
pick,
the draft is not that deep this year. There's not a good quality player, a good amount of quality players that are out there right now. Mm-hmm. So I do feel like that 13th pick, if that is the case, hey, package it up. I don't care if you got to package it up with Huerter. I don't care if you got to package it up with Huerter. Or you got to have package it up with just Barnes. Get rid of it. Get you some better quality players back in return. That they're proven guys. That they can go ahead and come in here and actually help change this culture and this organization and get back to being winners and contenders.
Yeah.
But yes, I do feel like, Davion might have to be one of the ones that get moved to as well. Don't know what his trade market is out there. Him up.
Is he still signed? Do we still have him signed? I'm not sure if he's still under contract. I believe he's still under contract. I believe he is.
Okay, Okay, well, you still have, like I said, you have him. I wasn't really big, you know what I mean? I've been said I
You weren't. Well, we talked about him last summer, too.
I mean, right, we did. And then Huerter, I mean, he hasn't lived up to his contract expectations since he signed with us.
Not consistent enough. Atlanta. Not consistent enough.
Yeah, he hasn't been consistent enough. And then, like I said, Harrison Barnes, I don't know, man. I just feel like he's either dwindling or I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's just like, I'm here to be here to play, or if I'm here to go ahead and actually play.
I think sometimes your time is just up for the role that you play for your team sometimes. And I feel like when he was with us, we didn't have a lot going on. We didn't have Sabonis. I think we just got Fox. He was early in his career. We weren't talking about playoffs or anything like that. Now, he was a veteran, good locker room guy. It was good to have him. And he had some big games for us. But I feel like now it's time. Like when you're the Kings, you're talking about taking that next step. We just saw the Timberwolves step it up. OKC, we talked about OKC all the teams we talked about last summer did it. We talked about OKC. We talked about the Timberwolves. You know what I mean?
Yep, the Mavs.
we talked about, remember I said the Mavs. I'm like, bro, they weren't in the playoffs.
Mavs, yeah.
They weren't even in the playoffs the previous year, and now they're in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? So I said that. I said the Mavs are going to be back in it. We talked about OKC. I said OKC's gonna make a run. I said the Pelicans are gonna make a run. They ended up beating us.
Sure did.
You know what I mean? So it's just the West is not it's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
no, not at all.
You have no choice. You have no choice but to get better. And again, I know some people talk about, I've been seeing like on Instagram and things like that, people talk about, oh, you need depth. You can't just go get a player. You need depth. Well, we just talked about the Mavericks and the Celtics only being about 6-7 deep.
Yes. Yes.
So let's talk about this, right? Okay. So let's just say hypothetically, you're able to get, I'm going to say Paul George or Brandon Ingram, right? All right. So now you have Sabonis. Yeah. Let's just say Sabonis, Ingram, Keegan Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Keon Ellis, Malik Monk, keep a Sasha, go get a backup center. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you get everybody stay healthy.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because here's my thing too, and I think I said this in our text thread. You have Sabonis and Fox in their prime right now. Yes. You can't waste prime years. You cannot waste these two guys' prime years. You have to add pieces around them. You have to add pieces around them. Keep Keegan, keep Keon Ellis. Yes. If you're able to retain Malik Monk and then package up Harrison. This is what I would do. I'm retaining Monk. I'm packaging up Harrison. I'm packaging up Herter along with that 13th pick, and I'm getting a third, I'll say star, maybe all-star caliber player to go along with Sabonis and to go along with Fox. Yeah, and you still got Keegan who can go off for 30. You still got, and then you still have Monk who can go off for 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but that's why I would keep Davion because at that point, you don't need him to be this crazy scorer. Just come in, you know the system, you know your role already. And one thing we cannot say about him is that he doesn't play defense. He does. He plays defense. He definitely does. So I would keep him.
Man, he's just undersized, man. If he was a little bit bigger, height wise,
true. But he be working on them guards though. He be putting in work on those guards.
For sure, I agree.